Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Brisbane Darts Masters, coming to you from the incredible city of Brisbane, where it's time now to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, making his World Series debut from Perth, Australia, please welcome the Rhythm, Barry Gardner.
Job in town, bending low at the people on the windy corner of the dirty street. Well, I asked him when he shined the sheep, how'd he keep in the blue? He grinned as he raised his little head pop. When you get the blue, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blue, a jumpy rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll take all your trouble from your worried mind. Get a rhythm. When you get the blue, get a rhythm.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the former Auckland Darts Master, the original Australia's K.Anderson!
Welcome to the AUS, to the great southern land. We stand on sacred ground and keep it bumping to these steady sounds. From the land of kangaroo, gonna show you how we ride. We've been a singing and a dancing since the dawn of time. So jump up on this ride while we fly like a spit. The water's in the great water if we keep it clear. We're mixing and a molding this classy coffee. Rock, we ride, colors to a daily hit. Don't stop me when I'm coming like the snowy when it's home. Show poetry in motion like the boomerang fire. All them territories and states. Beginning to taste this might make a while a real hit to hit like a steady rock. Solid rock, standing on sacred ground. Living on borrowed time and the winds of change. They're blowing down the line. The southern cross of black, red, and yellow flowing through my veins. And if you breathe through, yeah, like the man. That's the thought, just to make me a warrior leader. Transcend a monster with an IQ rolling around the wide. Human dreamer, a hustler, a schemer who likes to stay true. Forget everything he used to. Warriors winning truth. Listen to what we say. You won't want to see that.
So it was the upset of the first round last week in Melbourne. K.Anderson getting dusted by Damon Hedder, his good friend. Can Az, with his, well, unique intro music, get it done here, and another upset. Two men that are probably singing along to that intro music. Over to Stuart Pike and Mark Bosnich.
Yeah, Boz and I were just talking about the walk-on music. The conversation didn't last long. Yeah,
I like that song that K.Anderson walks onto. It's a really good song.
Well, we saw an upset in the opening match, didn't we, with Michael
we did.
Smith beaten. K.Anderson won't want to suffer back-to-back defeats against fellow Aussies and Aussie qualifiers here over the space of 7 days in Melbourne and Brisbane. What opportunity then for young Barry Gardner, 33 years of age, Inns Rocks outside of Perth. Actually works for David Platt, who you may remember has laid in quite a few World Series events over the years. Based in Perth, has a decorating firm, and Gardner works for Platt. So
First
big
leg,
moment for
Barry
him.
to throw
Big
first.
TV debut. He'll kick us off. And can K.Anderson rediscover some form, or can the young man from Perth cause
85.
another World Series shock?
$64.
Yeah, had a chat with K.Anderson at the hotel this morning, and he was explaining why you may have seen him over the last couple of weeks, and indeed at the World Match Play in Blackpool, and constantly asked the referee what he scored. The reason is that he suffers from diabetes,
140.
and it's affecting the clarity of his vision, and he's got a big job ahead of him over the ensuing months with medication, and he might have to have more laser treatment on his eye to correct the problem. But that's one of the reasons, certainly, that we've seen a dip in Kyle's form in recent months.
Definitely something to get over, like you said, Stuart. It mustn't be easy. The players, for me, again, being from the outside, do an amazing job, you know, working out when they miss one, how much is left and all that. And our main man, Richard, as well, back in the studio. He's amazing.
60 dash down, our spotter.
134.
Lets everybody know what's happening. Gets it right most of the time. Good opening leg from Gardner here.
84.
Gives himself a shot.
137.
Darts are just dropping short again for him.
57.
All three on treble 19, treble 20 and the treble 18.
Chance for Barry.
It's a good guy, just aim for that barrel.
There you
The
go.
first leg, very good.
Off to a good start.
And then Kyle to throw fast. Game on.
Well, that will settle him down hugely. He won one of the qualifiers, the World Series qualifiers, the New Zealander, Koa Kakiri, 6-3. The biggest achievement for Barry Gardner in his career in recent times was won the Perth Premier League. Beat Damon Heta, who we'll see later on in the final.
134.
Winning that, earned 5,000 Australian dollars, and gave him the money to be able to go to Sydney to play in the qualifiers, win his spot here. And he's also thinking about going to the UK in January, using that money to enter the PDCQ school to give it a go.
Great story.
Yeah,
Absolutely
we'll see what happens. But
80.
he will take the chance. This is better from Kyle.
There's his number one. First 180.
I mean, he is a terrific player. So he's hit 2 9-darters in
60.
big TV events, the World Championship, of course, and a 9-darter against Michael van Gerwen at the European Championship in the semi-final at the back end of last year.
92.
Lost the game, but just gave us another tap on the shoulder to remind us how good he is, and he is. You don't get in the top 32 in the world
42.
by being an average player.
That's very true. But this diabetes thing, this will be a problem. I mean, the hand-eye coordination of these guys is outstanding.
Yeah.
Anything that can affect that would be a problem.
54.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll have another chance.
The good thing is he's aware of the problem, and he's doing something about it. You know, I think he's getting a bit fitter and eating a bit more healthily.
80.
Just say medication, but bottom line is he may have to have more laser eye treatment.
You see on the second leg, Kyle
He was spot on there.
Barry to throw
1-1.
fast. Game on.
Where to play, Michael van Gerwen or Mark Cleaver. They come up a
40.
little later on.
Yep, game 6 of the night. And after that, once again, we'll see Simon Whitlock. Here we go. There's his number 2. Yeah, as I was saying, another big battle of the Aussies tonight. Simon Whitlock and Corey Cadbury, who met each other
85.
in Melbourne as well, of course.
There will be a bit of an edge about that. Can be desperate to right the wrongs of Melbourne, and of course Whitlock
60.
with the swagger, equally desperate to prove he's the number 1 Aussie.
140.
Good response from Gardner.
'73.
His first one.
Chance here.
140.
Really needs the treble.
94.
Yep.
Where are you going? 96.
Went for the treble to leave double 8.
42.
Kyle here with a chance.
Only require 94.
That's a lovely dart.
Oh,
Well, that's unfortunate because he didn't choose the bull route.
no.
He was aggressive and went for the triple double, but chances missed.
He's got it.
Costly
Very
from
good.
Kyle.
With Kyle to throw
Gardner.
first.
2-1 up.
Yeah, but the Harry Gardners of this world is what the World Series is all about, giving opportunities to players who wouldn't ordinarily have them. And you know, the fact that he's won a qualifier, tough to win they are as well. He's earned the right.
Yep.
He's ahead against K.Anderson.
Heard Rod Harrington as well during the last game making a very valid point. A lot of these qualifiers are getting much more comfortable playing on the big stage.
55.
Raymond Smith looked a completely different person to what he was in Melbourne.
Very comfortable. Right, just joining Raymond Smith, the Australian qualifier,
83.
walloping Michael Smith, the Shanghai Masters champion, in the top 10 in the world by 6 legs to 1.
23. '58.
A really good response from the Brisbane public for this first staging of a World Series event here in Queensland.
44. $100.
Well, that'll do for Kyle.
$79. Kyle require 80.
To level us up again at 2 each.
Tops.
And he's on a full flow.
Goes 2-2.
Blackberry to throw first. $96.
Go. Here's number 3 of the game.
All 3 to K.Anderson.
Averaging 93.
Good start to the leg. The 180 when your
85.
opponent's throwing first is very, very satisfying.
And again. Oh!
And now
Could we have the first 9 data that I've seen here in Australia?
Bill Taylor in Sydney, the only man to hit a data in the World Series. But K.Anderson, you have to say, from
70.
nowhere.
Well, you require 141.
Come on,
Come on. Oh,
96.
well, it'll give him a lot of confidence, those 6 perfect darts.
so Phil Taylor still has the record. Really, the first one I saw, I didn't see that one.
It'll happen.
54.
Must have been at the toilet. Was it that Luna Park or Horden Pavilion? Can you remember?
Horden Pavilion. Number 16, 11 Data. Lovely. First break and throw, and K.Anderson now leads 3-2.
Six flag Kyle to throw first. Game on.
Make you feel a whole lot better as well. Touch unlucky.
Really?
A few tickets are left for Saturday night here in Brisbane if you are in the area. Nearly sold out, but there are tickets that have been made available. And then finals night on Sunday. Great to see you down here at the BC. Sunday, of course, semi-finals and final.
Wonderful arena, isn't it, Stuart?
It is. Like an amphitheatre.
59.
So big.
Yeah, good venue, good atmosphere. Big tick in the box. I reckon we'll be back in Brisbane next year, Buzzer.
I think so.
140.
The weather in the restaurants, there's 2 ticks in my boxes.
That'll do.
100.
That'll do for everyone.
147.
The darts have been pretty impressive on this opening night. Kyle here looking to really stamp his authority on this match.
83. Kyle only requires 64.
Got plenty of time here to finish, Kyle. Take a 4-2 lead.
Tops it is. He'll be back. Taylor, actually, that Taylor 9 darter is the Qantas Arena.
Qantas.
The third year we were here. It's been since knocked down and rebuilt, hasn't it?
Yeah.
In Sydney.
Yeah.
100. Only required 20.
Not a knocking.
Showing the 6 flag.
4-2 to Anderson.
7 flag Barry to throw first. Game on.
3 legs on the spin and 80 check out.
It's an important leg for Gardner.
11 darter to break, then a confident, competent hold of throw.
134. $57.
Well, there he is. The winner in Melbourne, Peter Wright. He was terrific. He was the best player all weekend, thoroughly deserved it.
41.
He will look to make it back-to-back titles against just Thompson to start off his defence. The winner of that playing the
78.
Aussie qualifier Raymond Smith. First man through to the quarterfinals. Big upset in the opening match of the night.
$45. $90. $81.
Well, looks in control now, doesn't he? He's settled down nicely, averaging 95. He's getting the job done, and you have to say that this will make him feel a whole lot better. He was hesitant against Heta in Melbourne in that first round defeat, but
And at the start of this game,
he's grown in stature, hasn't he, as it's gone on.
averaging 95, 4 180s. I think think that let him dart her as well.
100.
Really give him some confidence. Sort of smile on his face, start to swagger.
Tops, you feel he needs to take it too to stay in the match.
90.
Chance there for Gardner. Just about to say he's done well this leg.
That's a beauty. So's that. Fantastic dart from Kyle Anderson.
Chance for Gardner, didn't take it.
Four legs off the spin balls.
Yep.
Kyle to throw first. Game on.
Look at him smiling now, completely different to what we saw in Melbourne and at the beginning of this game. He's playing really well. There we go, for number 5. Oh!
125.
All about, 90% of this game with the top pros. It's just a confidence and belief. Like in every individual sport, peaks and troughs. And as I said, Kyle's had a tough time of it, but you have some tough times.
Yeah, you do.
And
I was about to say, here we go, another one. There we go, he's got it. Number 5 of the game.
How did you come
I would
out the other
say,
side?
yeah, well, look, you just got to keep going. If that wheel keeps spinning, it'll come back into the zone, if you like it. If you stop and you go into your shell, you've got a problem. But I would say, like you said, 90, probably 95%. Another one. Oh, he's got it again.
Well, this
number 6.
Arguably, best 5 legs that Kyle Anderson has produced in a long, long time. He's on a possible 10 darter to win it here. His average has gone up over the 100 mark. Mighty, mighty impressive.
46.
And the last 10 minutes, he's given us an exhibition on what he's capable of. 11 darters,
There we go.
rounded off with a 99 average. And that was a supreme performance from Kyle Anderson. Arguably the best he has played in many a month. Confidence, belief, a smile on the face. Really, really good. Much more like it from the Aussie who wins 6-2. Kyle through to the quarterfinals. And coming up next is last week's Melbourne champ, Peter Wright, on the stage here in Brisbane.
I'm Peter Snakebite Wright. So you won't rewind. When you're ready to walk on out the back, you're very nervous. You can't wait to get out there, but at the same time, it's a scary situation. My fancy dress choice to go to the darts would be dressed up as me, of course. Watch out.